Hello, friends. Welcome to the video. We're talking about I-DLE. Yes, I call him I-DLE. We're talking about I-DLE's new album, 2, and I'm mad. I'm mad on principle. Why is there no I? Why is there no I? I've been a I-DLE fan for a very long time. All of their albums are supposed to have an I, other than Dum Dee Dum Dee, which is complex. But all of their physical albums, their minis and their fulls, have an I. Right? Like the first word is always I. There's I love, I never die. There's an I. Why is there no I? Why is this album just called 2? The number, it's boring. First of all, it's boring. Second of all, you could have just called this I2, like T-O-O, like I2. It was right there, you didn't take it, you didn't do the bare minimum, and I'm mad. Anyway, let's go over this video is going to work, though, because I'm not here to just complain about the name of this album. I'm going to run through the track list, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on each song, and then I'm going to give this album a score out of 10 at the end, but I do have a couple disclaimers before I continue. Disclaimer number 1, this album is new. It's been out for a handful of hours, let's say, but my opinions on it very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty, now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And our first song to discuss is, of course, the title track, Super Lady. And I don't want to say I'm obsessed with this song. I feel like obsessed is too strong of a term to use in this moment, but I did like a lot of this song. Starting with the verses, they're great, okay? The first one is a little too good to be allowed. Like, the second one's good too, don't get me wrong. I like Soyeon's rap, but that first verse, it's too powerful. It's just such a strong start to the song, and Yuji sounds so good. It's a moment. That's all I can say. As for the bridge, it, along with the outro, like the bridge-outro combo, are probably the weakest parts of this song, just because they're not a style I enjoy. Like, personally, I should say, they're the weakest parts of the song, because they're not a style I enjoy, and they're not really for me. The pre-chorus, meanwhile, is solid. It flows nicely into the chorus. It slows the song down well. It does what I need it to do. But that chorus, though, I want you to hear me out with what I'm about to say, okay? Like, I promise there's logic, but I kind of hate this chorus. It isn't that this chorus is bad. That's not why I hate it. I want to make that clear. I don't think this chorus is bad, but I don't think it belongs in this song. It just does not fit. I think in a different song, in a song that was more that sound, it would be better. In this song, I get whiplash when it comes in. It sounds like it was meant for an entirely different song that just got plugged into this one, and I don't like it. Big picture though, this is not I-DLE's worst title. In terms of their OT5 singles, it might even be the best. But in terms of their OT6, like in comparison, I should say, to their OT6 songs, it's just still nowhere near that level. I don't know if I-DLE's ever going to be able to get back there, which is interesting because I didn't consider Soojin such a crucial part of I-DLE's music. But here we are. None of their songs as 5 have been able to compare to their best work as 6. So, like, I hope one day we can get back there. But it's not on that level. Moving on, next up we have Revenge. And it's pretty good. It's not like a groundbreaking god tier piece of music, but it is a perfectly enjoyable listen. Starting with the verses, I loved this first verse, okay? Like, it gives me the vibe of like an old jazz club from like the 20s or some shit, where it's like that. It's that kind of vibe, but it's also sexy at the same time, and I adore it. The second verse, meanwhile, is Soyeon's rap, and it's a good rap, don't get me wrong, but I have a personal vendetta against when songs will take the entire second verse and give it to one rapper. It usually bothers me. It's just, I hate it on principle, and this is no exception. As for the pre-chorus, it's great in theory. I think it had the potential to be great, I would say, because I think it was meant to go into more of a banger chorus. I think if this had gone into a banger chorus, it would have been a moment, but that's not what we got. And unfortunately, once again, I think the chorus is just holding the song back. Like, it's not terrible. I can get through it. It's perfectly fine. Like, there are songs where the chorus kills the song for me. This is not that. It just brings it down. Like, I can sit through this song if I have to, but this chorus doesn't really do much for me. It doesn't make me do anything. Like, I feel nothing when I listen to this chorus. As a whole, though, it's a fine song. I wish it had a bridge. That is a trend in this album. Like, half the songs just don't have a bridge. and I don't get it. I don't get why that's become so normal to just not do a bridge anymore. Give me a bridge. Your song doesn't need to be under 3 minutes. You can add that like 30 seconds for a bridge and a final chorus. It won't kill you, and it bothers me. Anyway, next is Doll, and it's fine. Like, this is one of those songs where I see the vision. I understand what we were trying to do, but I feel like we didn't commit enough to actually accomplish it. I feel like this is a song where you just need to go full Vix, right? Like, you need to absolutely in every way commit to this song. You need to, I don't want to say commit to the bit, but I feel like that's the best phrasing for it. So you need to commit to the bit. You need to commit to this, like, the doll concept, right? Like, you are a doll. I want you to understand that. You are not a doll now, and I want you to try and break free from that. I need you to commit, and I feel like it was very half-hearted. For example, the verses are bland. I'm gonna just say, the verses are bland, they're kind of just there, and they do nothing for me. The pre-chorus is probably the strongest part of the song, if you ask me. It has the potential to be just so dark and creepy and fit what they're trying to do with the song so perfectly, but they don't commit enough. And then there's the chorus, which has continued the past two songs' trend of having a chorus I don't like, I would say an underwhelming chorus. But I don't think the title's chorus is underwhelming. I think I just don't like it. But yeah, I didn't like this chorus. I feel like they should have kept up the dark, creepy vibes they were building with that pre-chorus. And they could have made such an excellent chorus with this concept. But, as always with this song, they didn't commit enough to it. And I feel nothing when I listen to it. Plus, there's no bridge, which pisses me off, and the lyrics needed definitely more work. I will say at least this is a trend with like all songs that are at least primarily in English, but they need better lyrics, okay? Like, I'm just gonna say, you need lyrics that actually make sense in English. If you listen to like an English pop song, yes, the lyrics don't make total sense if you were to read them as a sentence, but they don't not make sense. A lot of the times in K-pop songs, this one included, when they have all English lyrics, the lyrics just straight up don't make sense. Like, as a whole, this song is not for me, but I did see someone say on Twitter that this is the best song in I-DLE's entire catalog, so I'm glad someone likes it. It's fine though, because next up we have Vision, and Vision is the first great song on this album. It's not perfect, it's not a masterpiece, I have some issues with it, but for the most part, it's great. Let's start negatives. We're going to get the negative stuff out of the way. Starting us off on the negative list, we have the pre-chorus. I don't know if I've said this before actually, but I've always thought this. A rap pre-chorus is so easy to get wrong. Like, you can get it wrong with very little effort, and I feel like you should avoid it in this type of a pop song, and it just doesn't work for me here. Also, I am docking some credit because it doesn't have a bridge, but I'm giving some of that credit back because it does have an outro, and I like the outro, so I'll take what I can get. That's it for negatives. Let's move to positives. The verses are great, and the background music is excellent. Like, I was bopping my little heart out to this entire song. The chorus is also phenomenal. In spite of the, let's say, less than stellar pre-chorus, the chorus more than makes up for it. I was having the time of my life every time this chorus came on. It is fabulous. Like, yes, the song is no groundbreaking piece of music, and I'd still like it. I don't know what I'm saying. I was gonna say I'd like it less on a different album, but like, I'd still like it. It's going in the album music. Like, it's a fun pop song. That's my weakness. I have to support it. Next up, we have 7 Days, and I've decided Minnie's in charge of I-DLE's catalog going forward because she did the last song and she did this song, and those are the two songs that gave me hope when I was listening to this album, because the first three were not my favorites. Then we had these two, and they filled me with hope. That's the only word for it. They gave me hope that maybe we'd get a pretty good album at the end of the day. Because like this one, right? It's giving toned down Avril Lavigne vibes, and I'm just so here for it. Like, it's just such a fun song to listen to. Maybe not fun. No, it's fun. I had fun listening to it. Like, the pre-chorus is great, and I liked both verses. The chorus, though, it's amazing, okay? It shouldn't be a bop, but it is a bop. It defies the laws of nature to make it even better, and I love it. Also, greatest news ever to exist in the history of mankind, there's a bridge. This song not only has a bridge, it has a great bridge. So I need other songs to take notes and start bringing back bridges. In summary though, I love this song. I already added it to the Apple Music. I will be streaming it today. It's phenomenal. Up next, we have Fate. And the good things are just continuing. In spite of the fact the song was not made by Minnie, it's still a banger, and I still really liked it. Like, the pre-chorus is good, and the verses are just great. I do have to take moral issue, of course, with the entire second verse being a rap, as I have previously stated, is my standing position. But, like, it's a better rap, and it works better in the song, but I'm still not happy about it. The chorus, however, is definitely the strongest part of the song, if you ask me. It is so fun. I had a concerning level of fun to it. Like, I will one day probably damage the bones in my neck because I'm having so much fun to this chorus, and it's fine. It's worth it. It'll be worth it for me. Also, this song reminds me of something, because I know other people have had this experience, where, like, you hear a song and you're like, this song reminds me of another song, and you can't tell what that other song is, and it just drives you slowly insane. That's the vibes I get from this song. This song reminds me of something, and I don't know what, but it's gonna make me snap. But it's chill. The song is excellent. It's also in the Apple Music, and I love her dearly. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and next we have Rolly, and this song is heinous. Like, it is the strongest no I've ever felt. It's trying to just be so rap hip-hop coded in ways that I can't support because I hate it. Like, I think it sounds so bad. Also, the lyrics, again, there are too many people who wrote this damn song for the lyrics to be this bad. One of you has to speak English to the extent that it's like, wait a minute, these lyrics suck. Like, if you just sit down and read the lyrics to this song, they're horrible. I never want it to be a moment where I could come up with better lyrics, but I feel like this is a song where I could have come up with better lyrics. Basically, it's not for me. It's not the worst song I've ever heard. I've definitely heard worse songs even from I-DLE, but on this album, it is the worst. Okay, last but not least, we have the pre-release Wife, and I want you to hear me out with this one again. If I heard the song just out and about, I was at fucking Macy's, and I heard this song playing in the background, I'd be like, sure, it's a dumb, fun song, it's fine. But as an active listening experience, I kind of can't stand the chorus. The rest of the song is admittedly pretty good. I thought the verses were great, and I liked the pre-chorus, but the chorus, if I turn my brain off, if I just play this song while I'm cooking dinner, I would be fine. But as an active listening experience, it just brings the song down. So this chorus is interesting in ways, because I can't think of another song where that's really the case, where, like, if I'm actively listening, I hate it. Like, I can't stand it. But if I turn my brain off, I like it. It's fun, it's dumb, it's a dumb song, right? Like, this isn't a groundbreaking piece of music. This is a dumb, fun pop song, and normally I'm fine with that. This chorus, however, does make the song a bit complex. Big picture, though, like, it's fine. It's a fine song. I just need to not actually hear the chorus when it comes on, if that makes sense. But that's all I have to tell about this album. So with that, it is score time, and overall, 8.5 out of 10. That's the score I've decided on this album. The start isn't great, and the ending is complex, but that middle run is phenomenal, and it boosts this album so much. But I do wish we had a better title. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know how you feel. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I'll be okay either way. And in the description, I'm putting 2 chunks of things, so keep track, okay? First, all my other I-DLE reviews, I'm just going to put them all down there. You can watch them if you want to. Secondly, and more importantly, my history of I-DLE. It is, I think it's like an hour long. I don't remember exactly when I made it. I made it at some point last year. It is so fun for me. Like, it was the first girl group when I did. I just sit down, I run through I-DLE's history. It's fun. It's goofy. You can watch it if you want to. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!